Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back. As you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail of this video, today we're going to see how much I can realistically read while my fiance is at work, and to test the theory, I'm pulling out a comfort. Oh. We're gonna start Harry Potter #1 today and see how far I can get into this while my fiance is at work. And yeah, I am so excited to pick this back up right now. It is a very gloomy day and I'm kind of feeling a little slumpish, so I'm gonna pick up Harry Potter. So let's get into this video. For those of you who are new, Harry Potter has been my favorite series since I was in, I think, elementary school, maybe middle school, but I was very young. Regardless, I am currently on page 9 and this is where the movie starts. So I have read 9 pages of this book before the movie has even started. And the first 8 pages really do describe the Dursleys really well. I feel like #1, we learn about Vernon working at a drill shop, and then Petunia's a blonde, not a brunette. Yeah, there's just a lot of little tiny changes, but yeah, page 9 is where the book where the movie begins. So it's a little fun, little tidbit for you. I wonder if the TV show that they're working on, I wonder if it's going to start out the same way that the book does. We'll see, I guess. I was reading all fine and dandy, and now I'm pretty certain there's a mouse in my kitchen. So I texted my landlord. I want to throw up. And I want to flee. Fight or flight. Flee. Flee. But critters can use the stairs. It is such a beautiful freaking day outside. So I brought my happy ass out here with my coffee and Harry Potter. As you guys saw while I was inside, I'm pretty sure there's a mouse, so that's really freaking cool. So yeah, I haven't really read all that much because I've been trying to get a hold of my landlord and, you know, the whole 9. It's very windy outside, but I am picking this up again, and yeah. One of my tried and true tests to see if I'm actually in a book slump or if I'm just not enjoying the books that I have been reading is to pick up an OG. As you guys know, we are reading Harry Potter in this video. Harry Potter is the book that got me into reading whenever I was young. I have always been obsessed with Harry Potter. Whenever we were in elementary school and they would have you bring in books to do silent reading, I would always bring in a Harry Potter. I fell in love with reading because of these books. And I obviously watch the movies all the time. I go to sleep to the Harry Potter movies. Some people like to go to sleep to the sounds of fans or the ocean or rain or thunderstorms or whatever. No, I like to go to bed to Harry Potter. So that's where we are. But yeah, this is one of the things I like to do whenever I feel like I'm in a book slump, is to pick up a tried and true, a auto 5-star. Yeah, so I'm really happy that I decided to pick this up though, because I am already on page 22, almost on page 23, so I am feeling very happy about picking up Harry Potter today, because I think this is just what I needed. But yeah, it is almost 11 o'clock, so I am about to get ready for lunch. I've not heard any more squeaking, so I don't know what I was hearing in the kitchen this morning. There's literally a hair in my eyeball and I can't figure out where it's coming from. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go figure out what I'm gonna do for lunch and hopefully not get climbed on by a mouse. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me over my AC unit, but I wanted to tell you guys that it is 2:20 and I am currently on page 80 of Harry Potter. I am about to take a small reading break and have a snack, and then I will get back to this. So, Sean is about to be off work in like literally less than a minute. So, realistically, on a day like today, where there's a critter in my house and I took multiple breaks to snack and eat and clean up around the house a little bit, I read a total of 94 pages. So not only did I read a great amount of pages for the little bit that I did read today, I also found out that I am not in a book slump. I am currently just not reading books that I am in the mood to read. Hello, clearly we are not in one of our normal spots, because even though I did try to gaslight myself yesterday, there is a mouse in my house. So my neighbor tried to catch it this morning. That did not happen. But we did end up trapping it in Sean's office, so it is in there. But yeah, I read quite a few pages yesterday while Sean was at work. And today we are just going to talk about other ways that I get myself out of book slumps, because yesterday I thought that I was in a book slump, but I was not. Also, disregard my bruises. I literally run into things all the time. But I was not in a book slump. I was just not reading the books that I wanted to read, which that happens sometimes. It's just the reality of being a reader and trying out new books. One of the ways that I like to get out of book slumps are to find what I would call a palette cleanse. So I like to pick up a banned book, or I will pick up a classic, or I will pick up a childhood fave. Like, there was at one point that I was in a pretty bad book slump. I think it was around this time last year. But the way that I got over that was just reading the Diary of a Wimpy Kids books, and the Captain Underpants books, and Goosebumps, and Nancy Drew, and the Boxcar Children. Like, I always go back to find those OG books, because they are the books that got me into reading. They're comfort books for me, so I know that I'll end up enjoying them, and I know it won't end up in a situation where I'm not enjoying the stories, because they are literally like elementary level chapter books. Like, they're not that difficult to get through, so it makes me feel good because I'm reading a lot of books, even though they may be like 100 pages. I feel good after I read them, especially whenever I'm feeling like I'm in a book slump, because I am able to get through books. And if that doesn't work, sometimes I just give myself a break. Sometimes I will just watch some movies, watch some TV, and then I always end up coming back to a book. So yeah, being in a book slump is really stressful because you don't know why you're in a book slump, and whenever I feel like I'm getting into a book slump, one of the first things I do is grab an OG, and if that doesn't work, I grab a classic. If that doesn't work, I grab a banned book. If that doesn't work, I watch a movie. And then I end up with a book. But yeah, I found out yesterday that I am not, in fact, in a book slump. I'm just not reading great books right now, and that's okay. That's okay. I am picking up some good books at the moment. I'm enjoying the things that I am reading currently. Sorry, I needed a coffee break. But yeah, I'm enjoying the books that I'm reading currently, and it's almost spooky season, so I know that I've got tons of books planned for the fall and just the spooky season in general. So I've got a lot of things coming up, and I've got a lot of good books geared up. So yeah, I know I'll end up being fine. But yeah, I really hope that if you guys are in a book slump and you are trying to get out of a book slump, you do end up getting out of said book slump. And I hope that if you guys aren't in a book slump, that you don't end up in a book slump. But if you do, here's some tips for you. But yeah. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment downstairs. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.